Economic pressure is something that is, I believe, a part of our Christian responsibility. Indeed, our General Assembly has policy statements that say because we have financial resources, we're to use them both to support mission and to advocate for justice in the world.
In June of 2004, the Presbyterian Church USA became the first major religious institution in America to take a step toward divesting from companies that support the Israeli occupation of the Palestinian territories. In an overwhelming 431-62 vote at their annual General Assembly meeting, the church approved a process called phased selective divestment. First, they would research and identify corporations that were deeply involved in the occupation. Then they would engage these companies in a dialogue to try to change their behavior. And finally, as a last resort, they would take a vote to divest from their stock in these companies. The Presbyterian Church USA identified 5 companies with whom they would engage in this process.
Caterpillar, which is obviously building bulldozers that are being used to destroy Palestinian homes, to build a separation barrier, to take down olive trees, to really disrupt the fabric of Palestinian society. 2 communication companies, ITT Industries and Motorola, whose products are being used by the Israeli military to strengthen their control and occupation of Palestinian territory. They've identified Citibank as a group to look into where funds might be being received and channeled to Islamic charities that are reaching suicide bombers.
The 5th company, it's United Technologies, which produces the helicopters which are often used by the Israelis when they go into a place like Gaza or the West Bank.
Some have seen this as anti-Israeli. Some have seen this as unbalanced. Some have seen this as undermining our historic, very positive relations with the Jewish community. I think simply say to all of those that we have tried and I think successfully carried out an effort that is concerned about injustice and human rights violations, whether they're Israelis or Palestinians, a fair approach that is concerned for the well-being of both communities, but a deep commitment that this reliance on occupation and violence is not the way to lasting peace, and we do that with the utmost respect for the well-being of Jewish colleagues, of Muslim colleagues, of Christian colleagues, of all people of faith and even people of no faith in the region.
The PCUSA has been calling for a just solution in the region since 1948, and that calling has been based on 3 consistent principles that the Church has asserted year after year since then, and that has been the right of Israel to exist, the right of Palestinians to self-determination, and the inexcusability and inadmissibility of violence as a means to achieve an end.